Hey buddy, welcome to Monday. Today is June 9th, 2025, and I'm Michelle with YesMichelle Crochets. Please allow me first to say welcome and hello to my returning viewers, my returning subscribers, and my returning lurkers, and a very special welcome and hello to my new viewers, my new subscribers, and my new lurkers. I appreciate having each and every one of you here with me today. I thank you for your time. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have a bit of a routine to my videos. I like to start out with a quote of the day. I think it sets the tone for the video. I know it sets the tone for my day. From there, we'll discuss what's in my cup and on my cup. And then we'll go move into announcements. Once I've covered the announcements, I'm going to have a very important conversation with a very special friend. And then I'll move into the topic of the day. Now, once I'm done talking, and yes, even for a Monday, I warn you, I'm going to talk a lot. I'm going to give you a screen card, and I'll start some amazing music. But that screen card is going to detail for you what you will see me crochet in the next part of the video. Now, if you're not a crochet artist, that is no reason to leave. You see, I'm just crocheting. It's not a tutorial. You won't hear me talking or counting. You won't even see my face, just my hands and what I'm working on. And of course, we have that music. Now, you are free to do whatever you like. Whether you do something in the arts, maybe you answer some emails that have been sitting in that box for a minute. Maybe you reply to those text messages you've been ignoring. Whatever you do, that's okay. Maybe, and just maybe, you're choosing to give yourself a break, and this is the exact right time to do it. So, take a break with me. Meanwhile, once I'm done crocheting, I'm going to give you another screen card. It's going to show you the quote of the day again. And then I'm going to celebrate my members and give you an end screen. And that end screen, I'm going to remind you, please hit like if you haven't already done so. Of course, I also want you to double check that subscribe button. Make sure the bell is tickled. It likes that. I like that. And it's also going to remind you to share this video. You see, I am right on the edge of a really important milestone. Important to me, to no one else, just me. But I could really use your help in getting over the last part of making that happen. Ideally, before my podiversary, which is next month. So I could really use your help. And I sincerely appreciate you. The other thing that end screen is going to do, the last thing it's going to do, is give you either a video or a playlist that either I or YouTube thinks you might enjoy. And with all of that said, let's get started with the quote of the day. Today's quote is by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. I love that name. Okay, I like French names. My name is Michelle. What would you expect? Nonetheless, his statement was, "Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet." And I could not agree more. I will definitely say for me, that has been the experience of the weekend. I'll explain in greater detail, but I started with a project that I began late Friday evening. By 1:30 in the morning, when I would normally have been in bed, I should have been able to fix it. I couldn't. I ran into a stone wall. But I'll explain more in a bit. On to coffee talk. My coffee is here. She is delish. And this is what she says. Let's see if I can get that in the screen where you can see it. And the lines indicate whether or not you should talk to me. What top line? Unable to communicate in full sentences. That was true. Slightly more coherent, but still unable to hold a conversation. The next line says, "You may speak now." The final line says, "Sorry, I have to poop." Now, I will tell you right now, I'm slightly below the more coherent, but still not able to hold a conversation part. But because it's for you, and you guys are my buddies. We're right here. We talk. It's okay. You'll forgive me for my missteps and my foibles and just not being completely prim, pressed, and polished. I'm YesMichelle. That's not what I give you. I give you truth. I give you love. But I give you real. And this is where I am today. So welcome in. Now, on to announcements. My announcements today are as they are most every day. Happy birthday or happy anniversary if today is your special day. I sincerely appreciate you being here with me on this special day because it makes me feel very, very special too. And I want to say to my best buds, hey there, how are you today? Glad to have you here. I also want to say greetings and salutations to the royal court. Now, if you're wondering who are these best buds and who is this royal court, those are the members of my channel. These are people who have financially supported this channel so that we can afford some of the systems that I use to create the videos. Whether it's the Canva Pro series that I use to put the videos together, the Epidemic sound that I use in order to have background music for the crochet component, and you might be hearing it right now because I also use it to put my mind in a good space before I turn the camera on. And then there are many other systems, including an upgraded sound system that I use. So with all of that, I'm grateful to my members because without them, all of this would come out of my pocket. And my family was getting stressed with me about this, but they support me, and I'm grateful that you do too. Now, of course, if you're not a member of my channel and you'd like to be, there's a pinned comment below this video, or if I was able to get this video up as a premiere, the pinned comment in the chat section is all about membership. So take a look at it and consider it. Now, let me give you a lay down of what the schedule, forgive me, my eye is itching. Like I said, it's still very, very early in the morning, though much later than I normally film by intention. It's currently 6:30 a.m. So for me, that is far past the point that I would normally film. But I've got some things going on, so I needed to make sure I was a little bit later today. Anyway, the schedule for the week. As you can see, it's Monday. That means the video is here. You're looking at it, and this is where we are. Now, Tuesday, there will be no video, but there will probably be a short. If you see it, please give it a like, leave a comment, and let me know your thoughts on it, and what other types of shorts you might want to see. Then, of course, Wednesday, we're going to go over Whip Work Wednesday, and I am going to give you a live stream. So, yes, you're getting double duty, YesMichelle, despite the fact you didn't get her Tuesday. Give me a moment to breathe on Thursday. There won't be a video, but I am coming back strong on Friday with a video and some research done on the sales of the week, and I will give you a pattern spotlight. Now, Saturday is a very challenging day for me, so I will not be doing a Zoom, nor will I be doing a live stream. As I spoke about this past Saturday, this upcoming Saturday will be the 25th anniversary of my son's day of being. I want to honor him. I want to honor myself and my family and take that time to just be still and prioritize my mental health and my physical health. And in order to do that, I can't be in front of the camera focused on others. I need to turn inward for a moment. So I'm going to do that. And I'm okay with that. And I hope you are too. Now, before I go any further, please allow me to have a very important conversation with a very special friend. This special friend is someone who may not be having the best of times right now and needs a little bit of extra love, support, and encouragement. And to my special friend, hey there, how are you today? I know it's Monday, and for many of us, this is not always a fun day for the week for us. It's all the expectations, deadlines, and responsibilities piled up all in one day. But I want to say to you, you're good. I love you, and you can get through this. Now, if you're wondering what you can do to make this easier, the answer is the same as it always is. You need to eat. You need to drink your water. And if meds are appropriate, you need to take your meds on time and as they were prescribed. You see, those 3 simple steps, or seemingly simple, depending on your perspective, are the very foundations of how you get through or you get over what you're going through. You see, I can't promise you things are going to be easier tomorrow, next week, next month, or even next year. I don't know your circumstance. What I do know is you're not improving anything by not taking care of you. You see, you are the best part of everything that is happening. So treasure you, because I do. I love you. Now, I am going to also encourage you to have real conversations with real people in your life, be it a friend or a family member, maybe a neighbor or a trusted person of faith. And of course, if you don't have anyone in your life who fits that situation for you, this just might be the right time for you to reach out to the resources available to you, be it a doctor or a mental health person, to support you in talking through what you're going through. Because you see, it is always okay to say, I'm not okay today and I need some help. Now, I don't want to overburden you or even overwhelm you. I want to encourage you. So, I'm sending you a hug and I'm sitting with you. I want you to be good to you today. But for now, and just for now, sit back. I'm going to keep talking, but I want you to think about what I've said. Enjoy the rest of the video, enjoy the music, but when we're done, please do what you need to do to take care of you. Thank you. And guys, thank you for being patient with me while I have that very important conversation. I always say that conversation is for others, but sometimes that conversation is for me too. So, now, on to the topic of the day. Today is Motivation Makes Monday, and for me, it's more of an update for you guys than it is a motivation. I don't want to focus on another quote, but I am going to give you an affirmation for the day. But that's in a second. Breathe. And I say that because for a few of you, you already know that I have done a lot this weekend. Some of the things worked. Some of the things gave me pause and challenge. So let's start with Friday. Friday, after I finished my work day, my traditional income earning work day, I decided that I would follow up on a statement that I'd made earlier that day to a friend about a music channel. I'm like, you know what's crazy is I have all the resources to start a music channel and I haven't done it. That person said to me, that might be fun. I might start that. How do you do it? And I'm sitting here with basic verbal diarrhea explaining step by step. Well, you got to do this, you got to do that. You need to do this, you need to do that. And in the back of my mind, I'm hearing, then why don't you? Why don't you? And I'm thinking, but I don't want another cookie cutter music channel. I listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of music on YouTube. I have curated channels that I guarantee you I'm locking in with early in the morning as I'm doing my gratitude journal. I am honing in on channels in the afternoon while nap time is going on so I can focus on my crochet, or I am playing music in the background while I'm cooking dinner or preparing for the notes for another video, whatever, so on and so forth. Music is the background sound of my life. So like I said, there's a lot of channels and I don't want to be another one of those. So I decided to think outside the box and give my channel a mascot. And my channel's mascot's name is Earworm. And I will try to put a picture of him like right there. Maybe it'll be there, maybe it won't. So after a long process of selecting and curating the music for the channel, I created the first playlist for Earworm. But I remembered, you can't post a video for the very first time on a brand new channel that is over 15 minutes. Not right away. You have to verify your, identity and make sure that the bells and whistles are checked. So that video sat in my box for a day. I went through Saturday. Of course, I didn't get to bed until almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And I got up at 6 on Saturday. Took my shower, started getting myself together. I had a 9 o'clock Zoom scheduled. And I don't know to this minute what I did. I don't know if it was an internet issue or if it was a Michelle issue, but something happened and we could not get that Zoom room open. Not only that, I opened up another Zoom room that I couldn't get in either. Here's to overcoming challenges and letting it go when it's not working, because sometimes that's for your benefit. I had intended to have a very personal and very serious conversation with my members of my channel, my upper tier members, and to be a little more vulnerable with them that day. And I think the powers higher than me were like, no, that's going to mess you up in ways you're not ready for. No, we're going to block that. And they did. And I'm okay with that. So then at 10 o'clock, I did have a very serious conversation. And I shared about a project that I'm starting with a number of other content creators for the twisterhood of the traveling blanket, where I have created the beginning of a blanket. I am going to share it with another content creator who's going to add on to it, and then they are going to send it off to yet another content creator. And this will go on and on and on. Meanwhile, each content creator is asked, as they are working on the blanket, to create a video and share with the audience that they have, you guys, because we're all in the same community, what they thought about the blanket, what they think about the project, and where it's headed next, so you can follow its trajectory. Now, before it actually launches, I need to get with the content creator it's going to first and talk to them. But I'm super, super excited about it. And I hope you guys will be enthusiastically following this blanket. Now, once the blanket is actually done, it's going to come back to me. And depending on the size of it, and I'm hoping it's a really nice size, I am either going to add a final touch to it, or I am going to maybe put a border on it. Maybe I won't have to do anything. It'll be perfect. But no matter what, I am going to create an auction where I'm going to invite those other content creators to join me, and we're going to do a live auction for that particular blanket for you guys, the audience, to bid on and purchase that blanket. The funds that are generated from that blanket will be given to the Share Pregnancy and Infant Loss group. This group supports parents who come in expecting to be expanding their family and unfortunately go home with nothing. They cover the cost of many of the things that you expect to have for your new baby. such as pictures, clothing. Oftentimes people come to that hospital, any hospital that has this program, and they're expecting to have clothes and things like that. They gift us everything. And I do say us because I benefited from this program 25 years ago. And it's still a very, very important part of my life. And I want to do something to support them. So I hope you guys will step up and step in and help me help them. When that blanket is ready, auction time, I'd love it if you would bid on it. Any proceeds generated are going to go to that organization. And if you have other questions about the share organization, please leave a comment in the comment section below this video, and I'll happily answer everything I can, or I will direct you to the website. I will post the website in the show notes, aka the description box. And I'm writing that down because, yeah, add, share, website. Yes, you know I write my notes. Now, back to happier news, because that's a little challenging for me emotionally. Saturday kind of came and went. I crocheted a little bit, of course. I'm Michelle, of course I crocheted. Then Sunday, I got up and I moderate for a channel in a very different community. And I was working on that while crocheting and whacking trolls. It's the job of a moderator sometimes. And I got back to things that had to be done. There's grocerying to be done. I had a coaching session with my client, and I got that done and squared away. And I said, I need to create a 15-minute video, but nobody wants to listen to a 15-minute playlist. And then I remembered something else I do a lot. Every morning before I start a video, I spend time with my gratitude journal, and I create an affirmation for myself for that day to keep me motivated and excited about what I'm working on. And it reminded me that I do this very early. I'm kind of an early bird, which became the second character for my channel. I created the art for it. I wrote the backstory for it, redid the channel description, uploaded all of that, did all the artwork that goes with the channel. And by that point, it's 5:35. And I was listening to Juan talk and I fell asleep. I'm sorry, Juan, it wasn't you. Your voice is so magnetizing that legitimately you relax me. I fell asleep. I don't often fall asleep when you talk. You're kind of funny. But yesterday, I fell asleep. So it happens. I do the best I can. Anyway, I moved over to Flossom Crochet, woke up halfway through her video and decided, let me talk. I want to engage with this audience as well. And one thing about Flossom Crochet's Sunday showcase, in fact, is that she showcases the creations of others, and had mentioned she'd only gotten one email of what we'd been working on. I shared, I don't have anything to share, just the artwork for a new channel. And she was like, send it. Now, you guys know she's also a friend away from YouTube, so she knew about the channel. She even saw the artwork in advance. Excuse me. So she wanted me to send it in, and I did. And I was pleasantly surprised that the audience that was there wanted to know more about it. So I got the information to one of our moderators who dropped the link. We went forward progress with that, and before I went to sleep again last night, I had, I think, four subscribers. I woke up this morning to a few more, and that kind of spurred me on to today's affirmation, which is what I want to share with you. After all of that, I want to give you this, my affirmation for today, which is something I don't often share with you guys. I affirm that today is the best day of my past, and it is the new foundation of my future. Whew. I'm excited about that part. I really am. And I hope you are too. Now, if you're wondering what my new channel name is, and please, before you even think to ask, no, I am not leaving YesMichelle Crochets. This is my home. This is me, where I feel free to create the things I create, share the things I share, and do the things I do. I'm just expanding my repertoire of activity. So, with that said, the new channel name is Audio Accessories. Yes, I'm still sitting with it. I just created it Friday. So, Audio Accessories will be linked in the description box. And if you're interested in learning more about Earworm and his playlist, or Early Bird and her morning meditation, then I highly encourage you to go over there and check that channel out. You'll be supporting me, and I'm appreciative. Now, I've been talking for 26 minutes. It's time for me to give you some music and some crochet. I want to remind you that I love you. I thank you for being here. Woo! What a morning. What a week it's going to be. And I'm appreciative to share that with you. Now you need to eat. You need to drink your water. And of course, if meds are appropriate, you need to take your meds. I don't want you to go anywhere because you're about to see my hands in that crochet. I'm also about to move the music on so that we can have that going as well. But I want you to have some fun today. Like I said, you won't see my face in the next part of the video, but you will see my hands. So stay still. And I will see you in my face very soon. Till then, you take care and have some fun today, okay? Seriously. Bye-bye.